with a bang. I know last night they dropped a heartbreaker. It's something that they probably, if you had talked to them, said they should have won after just a blunder of a second half.
Mavericks win the opening tip, rocking their purple home jerseys this evening, and Winona State in their road whites. Early look as Kirksey drops in the 2.
And Kirksey coming off an absolute night that he had. One that he wants to remember but forget at the same time in the sense of turnovers. He threw up 29 points and 13 boards. Mavericks are going to have their hands full defensively. And they're going to get that one on Kelby Kramer. But they're going to have to defend 2 top 60 scores in the Division II ranks. And I got to tell you, Kevion Taylor and Cole Wagner, they're going to provide hefty attention.
Kramer picked up an early personal. First turnover on Minnesota State. Now here's Taylor launching from 3, short on it. Long rebound tracked down by Wagner. Now long 3, short off the iron from Alec Roosner.
And last night, Winona took it handedly in St. Paul, winning by 16. And last time these two teams came out was back in early September, mid-December. And it was down in Winona, and Winona took that one by 16 as well.
Kirksey in and out. Tipped out a play off of the Warriors, and possession will stay with Minnesota State. Yeah, on December 13th, Wagner had 25 and Holt had 21. And we can't say enough about Holt, even though it's senior day. I mean, this freshman, we talk about him every time.
Yeah, if these seniors want to come out with this one, they're going to need some aid from the freshmen. Certainly, and they're also going to need it in the presence of Corvon Seals heading that offense. That man last night had 7 turnovers, and that's something he's just got to fix.
Here's an early look from Holt on the wing, short, and Wagner collects.
And let's see if Taylor and Wagner can open up something offensively down low with Biondo. I mean, we've seen it. Kramer, we've been told, is tough to move, but we've seen him actually give up a lot of ground and get a lot of attention. So I'm wondering if they're going to try to use him and move and have Biondo move him a lot more than what they originally had anticipated.
Kirksey with 4 early points for Minnesota State.
That's a nice move there by Kirksey, getting 4 early points here. And providing the only points so far, may I add.
Taylor short on another jumper. Pretty good start here for the Mavericks offensively and defensively. Now they dump it down low to Kramer, who lays it in.
That's a nice entry pass there to Kelby Kramer from Ryland Holt. Ryland Holt not afraid to give up the ball. A very unselfish play last night from the young man.
Winona State yet to score here in the first 3 minutes of this game. Wagner looking to drive. Dishes back out to Biondo. And he's a little strong on that one.
And that's some nice awareness. And that just comes with years and also chemistry, playing with your teammates, recognizing where Biondo was on the floor. And an error pass there by Kirksey. But Wagner realizing that the defense was not helping and kicked it out and had Biondo for an open three-pointer, but just frankly could not capitalize.
It's very important for the Mavericks to start off quickly. I mean, as they did last night, but second half definitely destroyed them as Biondo misses an easy one, and they get a foul going the other way. I mean, you can just see the disgust on Todd Eisner's face. Not the start he expected here from his 16-11 Warriors.
And not the start we expected either. I mean, you come out and you're already down several. You're down 6, and you start out 0 for 8. You have yet to make a basket, and you're giving up easy ones just like that. Nice entry passes, screening off your defender, holding him off, and just allowing those easy layups. You're on an 8-0 run to start this ball game in the first 3.5 minutes.
Here's Taylor launching from 3. A little too strong. Kramer down with the rebound.
And Taylor himself is already 0 for 4. He's 0 for 3 from deep.
Mavericks with 8 points in the paint as they look to Kramer. He kick it out to Holt. Now Kirksey driving, going at the low Biondo and misses a little out of control there.
That was a good take by Kirksey, but he had Krieger on the wing.
Whitelaw looking to drive, a little out of control as well. Krieger coming back the other way.
Set it up, slow it down, do what you've been doing here so far. Set it up, find Kramer, find Holt.
Here's Holt, top of the key, short. Whitelaw down with the rebound.
And Whitelaw's got 4 boards.
Winona State still yet to score here. 4.5 gone. They look inside for Rusner. Kicks back out to Wagner. And still off the mark. Wow.
And they cannot find anything right now. They just got to realize, stop taking those long three-pointers and just find a way to get it down low. They found ways, they just can't capitalize.
I would say they're kind of fortunate, too, only trailing by 8. Yeah. Minnesota State could definitely be up by more at this point.
I mean, yeah, Minnesota State's 4 of 8 from the field.
Krieger knocks down the jumper, and a timeout, Winona State.
10-0 run, good call right now. Comes out with 24 points, led by Kirsten Klitsky with 11. And Emma Fee for Winona State throws up 12 in the loss. So that's going to be it, and that's going to come out to where we're going to have a doubleheader on Wednesday. Women play at 5:30, and the men will play at 7:30. So come out and show your support.
Out of the timeout, Taylor looking to pull the trigger. Still can't find anything on the Warriors.
They can't buy a bucket right now.
Mavericks turn it over. There's Kirksey with his second.
And Kirksey had 6 of them last night, and it's kind of starting out the same way.
Here's Wagner kicking out.
That's a nice defense by Kirksey. Way to hedge him off a little bit towards the lane a little bit more. Cut off that easy layup to the basket, and they finally find something that will fall.
Rusner scoring over Kramer in the first basket of the game for the Warriors.
Yeah, just like we saw last night, Kramer getting doubled.
High pick and roll. Seals trying to find Kramer. Another turnover for the Mavericks.
And we saw that a lot last night, too, from, Upper Iowa. They did a lot of that on Kramer. They cut him, made sure to double team him, and then they cut underneath it and come up and support that pass. They basically baiting him to do it every single time. And once he got the ball, that's why he wasn't very much effective yesterday. After the points of the paint in the first half, he was basically minimized to absolutely nothing in the second.
Offensive rebound there, Kramer. Holt couldn't tip it in. But Taylor 0 for 6 from the field so far. Now here's Rusner. He gets fouled on the floor. We'll go on Kirksey, his first. Now we get our first look at one of the 3 seniors tonight, Carter Ash, replacing Kramer. There's low Biondo, launching from 3 and hits. The lead cut in half now, 10-5 Mavericks. Under 13 minutes to go here in the first.
And Lo Biondo from Italy, he's in his junior campaign at 6'9", 210. I want to see Kirksey, if he gets a chance from the wing, take it baseline. He's got that advantage, and he's got that turnaround little jump of that little hedge block area right there. He can easily turn around that jumper that he absolutely loves and is deadly.
Holt with nice patience down low, able to lay it in easily. Lead back up to 7. Now here's Wagner drawing the foul on Ash. It'll be on the floor. Ash looks to be a little shaken up. Here's Taylor, defended by Kirksey. A little out of control, able to play it back to the point. Now here's Whitelaw. Whitelow on the switch with Ash. Throws it up and misses there. Ash down with the rebound.
That matchup, Kevion Taylor and Cameron Kirksey, is something you're going to highlight on both ends. Both guys, premier scorers for both sides and for both teams. And it's just going to be interesting to see how they're going to try to recognize and battle as you see them battling right now for position down low.
Here's Kirksey. Little 16-footer's good.
That's a very nice move there by Kirksey. Recognized from the opposite block. That Krieger couldn't do anything with it, so he just decides to cut up towards the elbow here. Pass wasn't there to Holt. And he was looking to play that unselfish basketball, but sometimes you just got to take that shot.
Kirksey with 6 early fouls as Corvon Seals will pick up the foul. We get our first look at Jamal Nixon. He'll check in for Cameron Kirksey.
Yeah, Seals fouled out of the game last night. It's going to be making sure that he stays in trouble. He's one of the very underrated defenders for the Mavericks, as he's had some games where we've seen him 3-4 steals out of him, and I don't expect anything less here tonight.
Here's Taylor, under 10 to shoot. Back to Wagner at the top. 5 now to shoot. Wagner driving left. Able to finish around Ash.
That's a pick assist there by Biondo. Setting that hard screen so Corvon Seals could not come up over it. And even if you went underneath, he would already be tardy to the party.
We get a hold here on the Warriors at the 10:53 mark.
That's a smart move by Eisner, recognizing and having them switch up. Kevion Taylor's now on Holt, as Taylor has proven to be a very tough defender and probably easily one of the best for the Warriors.
Krieger will inbound to Holt. Wide open 3 and couldn't get the bounce.
I like that look. We saw that play for the first time yesterday. First time they brought it out here at home, and it's kind of nice to see them trying to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, yesterday night it was Corvon Seals knocking down that 3 at the inbound as Wagner will pull up. And he's off the mark on that one.
Wagner, that's a great look, creating that separation, knowing that he can pull the trigger from deep and score at will. Right now, the bucket, or the lid's on the bucket right now for him, as he's only got 2 points.
Here's Ash, will pull from deep, and he's off there.
Yeah, this is a lineup for the Mavericks that will stretch the floor a lot more than what you'll see with Kelby Kramer out on the floor. Ash is that stretch, that big, that will not afraid to shoot the three-pointer, and a nice long rebound there by Holt.
Taylor still can't find anything to go. I think he's 0 for 7 now on the night. Now Holt, they're going to throw one up. Nixon trying to get the tip. And it goes out of play off the Mavericks. Ball will be with the Warriors after this timeout. We'll keep it here, though, as we highlight one of the 3.
A technical foul, but, man, there's not enough nice things to say about this young man.
9:46 out of the timeout to go here in this first half. Mavericks leading by 7, 14-7. And the Warriors lose out of bounds. Turnover by Nick Klug. And now Cameron Kirksey checking back in for Carter Ash. Kirksey, the leading scorer for the Mavericks so far with 6 points.
I find this interesting that Corvon Seals is going to be the one that's going to be running the point. He's your typical catch-and-shoot guy. That's what he excels best at, and you have Malik Willingham now playing the 2.
Here's Kirksey trying to do like the hook shot over Biondo. Couldn't get it to go.
And Biondo, nice defense, getting that hand in his face, staying strong and powerful.
Nice strip there by Malik Willingham. The Mavericks will slow it up here. Nixon working on the low block. And a little too much dribbling there, lost it.
There's a lot more movement off the ball from Upper Iowa yesterday compared to Winona State here so far to start this first half. Not a lot of off-the-ball screens, not a lot of movement on the other side. They're just kind of standing around and letting the guy with the ball do the most of the work. And that's why they find themselves down 7 here, which is very surprising. Both teams have not shot exceptionally well here to start this off. Minnesota State 7 of 17, And Winona State 3 of 20 now.
Ten to shoot now for the Mavericks. Here's Willingham working at the top of the point. Out to Corvon Seals, left wing three, short, and Biondo down with the rebound.
Not a great offensive series there for Minnesota State. Just a lot of stagnant offense, not doing too much.
And we've had the score now for about 2 minutes or so. As Kirksey ends the drought, knocks down the three from the left wing.
Yeah, Kirksey's already got 9 of the 17 for the Mavericks.
Lead back up to 10 here for Minnesota State. Now Rusner driving in, trying to get the left hand layup to go. No good. Tipped around, and now Holt will collect.
I'm going to give Rusner credit on that one. He did a very nice job coming in from the baseline, far baseline. Jump stopped and pump faked. He got 2 Maverick defenders to jump, and I'm very surprised that there wasn't a foul called. But it's maybe because he decided to go on the other side, go up and around.
Nixon forced a three a little bit. Kirksey able to tip it back out to Willingham. Now Corvon Seals driving and turning it over. Peyton, a near turnover there. It's picked up by Martins. Martins with 12 to shoot on Holt and drawing the foul. He'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
And luckily, that's only Holt's first.
Team foul on the Mavericks compared to the Warriors' second.
Both teams struggling from deep early. Winona State's 1 of 12, and the Mavericks are 1 of 9. Both teams excel exponentially from the three-point line. And Minnesota State, we have known and come to know that they're not afraid to pull the trigger from deep when it comes time to do it.
We get our first look at Landon Wolf, who checks back into the game, as well as Kelby Kramer and Kevin Krieger back in the ballgame for the Mavericks as well.
Landon Wolf, this kid is going to be a special player. He's going to be the next Kevin Krieger come game time. Once Kevin Krieger leaves, he's going to take that. He's going to take that spot because Landon Wolf is every bit of 6'5" that they list him at. The dude can shoot the three. He may not be the inside presence and that mid-range shooter, but I got to tell you, this kid's three-point stroke is one of the best on the team, and he can fire it from anywhere. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him starting his sophomore year.
Whitelow picked up the foul. It's Cameron Kirksey shooting free throws. Off on the first. And knocks down the second.
And I like this look defensively for the Mavericks. They got a lot of length out there. And not only that, Kelby Kramer provides that defense where you didn't have it with Carter Ash. He's going to get you several blocks when he's out there. Carter Ash just averaging under 1 block in his career per game. But this man, I got to tell you, Krieger hits one from LeSueur.
Showing his range there a little bit.
And like I said, Kelby Kramer, he's just immensely better than the next center. This kid, why you see him, why he was a Division I, recruit, ended up leaving, and then comes here and is averaging almost 3 blocks a game. That is just ungodly numbers.
Landon Wolf from the corner and off the mark that time.
I Joe bucked him.
Mavericks with his largest lead though at 12. Warriors still struggling to shoot as Whitelow looking to drive, and a nifty finish there with the left hand.
That's pretty nice soft touch off the glass from Whitelow. Being real shifty around the defender.
Lead back down to 10 as they dump it down to Kramer. Good look here to Willingham driving baseline. Floater is good.
That's a great decision. Way not to settle Malik Willingham. Nice drive baseline. And we're going to keep it here as I'll toss it over to you. Well, with all the injuries so far, they have a lot of other classmen that have played crucial minutes so far. They've realized how to come back after losing 3-4 straight, being under the 500 mark. You just see it as Wagner tries to drive, and he'll dish it off to Biondo. And he'll put it up. But it just goes to show that, when you have these type of seasons where you have 3 ACL injuries all in one, and then Bumgardner, the horrific knee injury did basically what Teddy Bridgewater did to his knee. The question is, what didn't he do? And you got Quincy Anderson coming back, Noah Hart playing his redshirt freshman season. You have Bumgardner, who could come back in about mid-season next year. And you just have Holt, that freshman, gaining that experience. And then Corvon Seals at the helm. It's going to be one exciting season to watch, and you're going to get some incoming freshmen that will be very exciting.
Taylor knocks down his first 3 of the game. Make that now 1 for 7 from beyond the arc. His first points of the ball game as well.
I got to point out, this crowd is unbelievable today.
Yeah, everyone coming out and celebrating the Maverick seniors as Kramer lays it down.
This is without a doubt the biggest crowd I have seen here for a men's or women's basketball game. This is absolutely electric. I love to see this.
Taylor's starting to heat up now from beyond the arc. He's got back-to-back triples, 6 points now. But, yeah, back to your point, with other Maverick sports going around this weekend, hockey in particular, it's nice to see the fans coming out here showing their support for their Maverick team.
Men's hockey absolutely put a wallop on Alabama Huntsville last night. 64 shots on goal? Are you kidding me? In Division I hockey. And you have 98 shots total, but shots on goal and shots are different. And I got to tell you, shots on goal, 64 shots, that's just immaculate through 3 periods of play. And there was a little kerfuffle there, too. I don't know if you caught that. There was a little bit of a disagreement down on the ice last night.
Krieger showing his distance, knocking down 2 long threes.
Krieger coming off the bench after his little sit-down. Might have had a little come-to-Jesus meeting with himself, and now he's got 8 points.
Good sign to see as it's his senior days. Whitelaw looking to drive and be able to use the glass.
That's a nice move there by Whitelaw.
Lead back down to 9 with 2:10 to go here in this first half. Kirksey stepping back beyond the arc. Couldn't get that one to go.
And Kirksey's that guy I can see. He's going to get some looks overseas. I can see him going into one of the Europe leagues, possibly Australia or China. This dude is way too good. He's got room to develop his jump shot and on the defensive end. But this kid, you'll find him overseas somewhere if you're going to follow him, if he decides to go that route. But this kid's way too talented. He's got too good of a future to just kind of, let it go. This kid's passion for the game of basketball is second to none.
Wagner shooting at the free throw line, missed on the first. Wagner, who averages 20.5 points, as you mentioned on the onset, only has 3 points in this one as the Warriors trail by 8 here, under 2 minutes to go.
This is a second right now. The last 2 minutes are going to be crucial for Wagner to step up.
Here's Kirksey driving baseline. Biondo with the block on the reverse.
And that's a nice move. Kirksey had that step on Biondo, and Biondo just flat out hustles back, beats everybody, and now he's got the Warriors within 6.
Biondo now with the team high 7 points for Winona State. They look down low to Kirksey once again, guarded by Biondo, and able to just blow by and lay it in. Kirksey with 14 points, leads all scorers tonight. There's Wagner with the drive and lays it in.
That's a beautiful move. acting like he's going north, goes baseline. That was just a beautiful move and very quick, may I add, for Wagner.
Looking to go to Kirksey one more time. Double team into the baseline. And he stepped out. Third turnover now on Kirksey.
And a little bit of a meltdown kind of for the Mavericks here in this last 2 minutes.
We'll see if the Warriors will go 2 for 1. They will. Taylor couldn't hit off the 3. Now about a 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock.
And just hold for the last shot.
What do you like to see here from the Mavericks, Brian, on this possession?
I want you to see an off-screen pick, an off-the-ball screen, and I want Kirksey. I want Kirksey to take it, get it down low, as you'll see right there. Get him into his spot, have him back down, easily win that battle 9 times out of 10. He's going to win it. He's going to take it down and rip it down your throat.
5 seconds to go here in this first half. Whitelow driving, kicks it. Now Whitelow gets it back, throws it up, and he's short on the jumper. Mavericks will head into the locker room with a 8-point lead. All right, welcome back, everyone. Second half just about ready to get underway here. Winona State will have possession to start the second half. Mavericks lead it by 8 here, 34-26. Expect a good one here in the second half. Taylor will get us started. Misses off on the 3 there. Here comes Corvon Seals back the other way for Minnesota State.
And the Warriors need to have Kevion Taylor and Caleb Wagner, excuse me, to have a little bit of a different second half, more intensity, more pace, and find that shot, especially jump shot and rhythm.
Rylan Holt with the bucket and the foul. Devin Whitelow picks up the foul. Holt unable to capitalize there on the 3-point play. Mavericks up here by 10.
And they need to continue to play the good defense that they've shown here.
Biondo knocks down the 3, and he's been pretty good from beyond the arc tonight.
Yeah, Biondo, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc here. 1 of 2 Warriors to actually have a 3-pointer in this, and the only 2 to have multiple.
Under 10 to shoot here. They find Kramer down low. He's got to go to work. Kicks it back out to Krieger. He recognizes the shot clock, pulls up, and knocks it down.
That's a nice jumper there by Krieger. Recognizing that even though he knocks it down with a hand in his face, he does a nice job there being cool, calm, and collected and just shooting it regularly.
Good active hands there on the defensive end. Knocks out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Warriors here. 20 to shoot. Here's Wagner driving. Dished it off to Whitelow. Now Roosner driving. Finishing in the foul.
This is a little stretch that the Warriors are going to need if they want to think that they have any chance to stay in this ballgame. But it was kind of weird when we were watching them warm up. Kevion Taylor and Wagner were kind of in their head when they were shooting. They weren't connecting, and you could just kind of just see that they were off a little bit. And they just got to find, it takes one bucket to get you in that rhythm.
Able to convert the 3-point play as Holt answers.
And he's going to be a big name coming here forward in this game.
Biondo left wide open and knocks it down. 3 for 6 now from beyond the arc. The big man lighting it up a little bit.
Biondo's kind of keeping him in this game right now. He's got 13.
Now Krieger stepping back and answers with the long 3.
That's what I like to see. Pair of seniors stepping up. And Kirksey and Krieger have a combined 29.
Turnover here, picked up by Holt. Has Krieger with him. Krieger laying it in. Oh, it couldn't get it to go, but drawing the foul.
That's a nice job by Krieger there, and Holt being unselfish. I think Holt could have held on to it a little bit longer to create that and allowed Krieger to get a little bit more spacing to come out and come at more of an angle. And that allowed Kevion Taylor to actually get in defensive position even though he committed a foul. But Kevin Krieger from the line is just one solid dude.
87% from the free throw line, knocks down the first. Krieger able to get the roll on the second one. Mavericks back up by 10 here.
It's really weird to hear a college kid shooting 87% from the stripe. I mean, that'll find him. That actually helps out a lot considering this team has struggled from the free throw line the Mavericks have.
Good look from low Biondo to find Taylor down low, who lays it in easily.
And Krieger himself kind of went on a little 5-0 run.
Near turnover there, Holt able to collect. Mavericks will regroup at the top of the key. Now Seals swings it to Kirksey, makes a nice move and puts it home. Showing off the handles a little bit.
Oh, the bench knew it right away, too. Put his man on roller skates.
Kirksey with 18 now as Rusner looks to drive and reverses around Kramer.
Yeah, Rusner's just way too quick to be guarded by Kelby Kramer. Even though Kramer can make up for it in his length. But that's just not going to happen.
Holt fading away, short on that. And Whitelow will clear.
Holt got kind of caught up there and realizing that. Thought he was open and nobody else was moving from beyond the ball. That's why off the ball movement is so important.
Here's Wagner at the top of the key, 10 to shoot. Gives it up to Biondo. And he knocks it down. Low Biondo.
Wow. And he had a man in his grill, Hogan.
16 points for him as Krieger looks to answer and does.
They're just trading shot for shot now.
It's a light show here tonight here in Mankato.
Yeah, just like that, Krieger's got 18 with Kirksey.
Now Taylor answers.
I don't know what was up with these teams in the first half, but all of a sudden the second half has started, and it's been a completely different outcome. Each team has only missed one basket to start the second half.
Now they look inside to Holt, stripped, able to collect, and couldn't get the roll to go.
Still a nice look. Nice entry pass there from Seals.
Wagner with a near turnover. Now Whitelow, defended by Kramer. Kicks out to Lobiendo, who will launch again, and not this time.
That was a nice job there by Rusner. Holt baited him, but he did just enough to knock it over to Whitelow.
5-point lead here for the Mavericks.
Oh,
Under
he had
15
Holt
minutes
down
to go.
low.
Oh, when you get a foul there on Rusner. We reached our first media time out here in the second half. We'll keep it here as we highlight our last.
I see Kramer doing a little bit better job at defending him now that he knows that he's got the willingness to pull the trigger.
Krieger looking down low to Kramer. We get a jump ball. Possession will stay with Minnesota State. 16 to shoot.
And again, the baiting is what's been key. Whitelow baiting Krieger to throw that, and Krieger got the bug. And we've seen that time and time again throughout this game.
They inbound it to Holt. Holt guarded by Rusner. Not too much dribbling there. Turns it over. Rusner back the other way. Trying to finish. Unable to do so. Put back. Blocked by Kramer. Nice defensive possession there by the Mavericks. Able to hustle back in transition.
Now I kind of want to see Seal step up in this.
Krieger launching from deep. Short on that one.
I want to see Seals step up right now. Seals has been not a factor here. He's got 0 points. And I kind of want to see him step up on the offensive end and the defensive end. He's had a really quiet night.
Biondo, another one from beyond the arc.
And he's now the leading scorer with 19.
Lead cut down to 2 now. Holt to the pump fake, rises up, a little too strong. And Wagner collects.
And Biondo averaging only 9 points a game. Excuse me, a tick shy under 9 points a game. Morgenthaler absolutely furious, leaving him wide open. And they got to find something right now. Wagner and Taylor are not a factor as Taylor finds himself on the bench.
Holt a little too hot to handle for Krieger. Warriors can look to tie or take the lead here on this possession. Rusner short on the wide open 3.
Yeah, I was just as surprised as Rusner probably there to realize that even nobody was even coming after him. They just kind of let him be.
Kirksey defended here by Martins. A little wild. Kramer with the slam.
He just has an advantage.
Wagner looking to answer. Couldn't get it to go. Martins with the offensive rebound. Kicks back out. Wagner picks up his dribble on the baseline. Wide open at the top of the key. Biondo. 2 in a row.
Corvon Seals with a little set pass to Kirksey to make sure that they get the rebound. I got to tell you, Martins on the offensive boards has been an absolute factor.
They swing it to Krieger, driving baseline. And knocked out a play by Martins. 7 to shoot here for the Mavericks. Taylor back in the ball game.
This little stretch by Martins has been very surprising. Luke Martins coming in here and supplying a lot of energy, especially on the offensive end. Getting 2 offensive board that last time down. Now knocking away an easy pass to Kirksey. He's been doing it all right now.
Corvon Seals pulling up. Couldn't get it to go.
I like that take with 1 on the shot clock.
Now Wagner gets the switch. Drives by and lays it in.
Yeah, Wagner, that's going to be your bread and butter there. Look for that switch. Make sure you get Krieger or Kramer on you because you're going to beat them 9 times out of 10. And that one time you're going to get rejected very horribly.
And we got a hold here on the floor. Be the 4th team foul for the Warriors. It'll go on Kevion Taylor. And now Malik Williams checking back in the ball game. Kramer will take a breather. 2-point lead here for the Mavericks.
Oh, that's a nice job defending there by Kevion Taylor, realizing that switch.
Kirksey backing down his man. Couldn't get the layup to go.
Oh, Whitelow missing Martins. Absolutely wide open, had an easy bucket.
Once again, the Warriors can tie or take the lead on this possession. Wagner driving. Dishes it off to Martins, who lays it in.
Wow. Wagner not doing much in the scoring column. He's got 7. But he's trying to pick it up in other ways.
Margaret there thought Kirksey was fouled. They don't give it to him. Warriors will reset up top with Whitelow. Pick and roll game. Gives it off to Wagner, who knocks down the triple. The Warriors have the 55-52 lead. And a timeout, Mavericks. Matt Morgenthaler, little unhappy that Kirksey, the State Mavericks, all of a sudden trail by 3 here in the second half, under 10 minutes to go. Minnesota State will inbound. out of this timeout. What do the Mavericks need to do, Brian, here to slow down Winona State?
They need to start throwing the ball into Cameron Kirksey. He's got some good looks. They just need to continue to do what they did right there. Riley Holt not able to connect, and Morgenthaler wanting to call, but they got to keep feeding it down low. They're getting nice looks. They're getting easy looks. They're creating their own shots. Even a nice little screen down low on some opposite blocks. That'll be wonders.
Wagner with the blow-by and lays it in with the left hand.
Wagner starting to play his game.
Up to 12 points now. Second on the team behind Biondo. Malik Willingham throws one up. A little too strong.
And I kind of agree with Matt Morgenthaler there. That was a shot that was not necessary.
3-point lead here for the Warriors. Under 9 minutes to go in this second half. Wagner gives it up to Roosner. Now Whitelow driving on Holt and enjoying the foul. Gets the roll on the first one. Whitelow is a 75% free throw shooter. Gets them both, and the largest lead of the day for Winona State at 5. Kirksey double teamed in the corner. Now they back off. Kirksey driving and gets fouled on the way up. Biondo with the personal.
Yeah. Minnesota State only having 3 opportunities from the line here in this second half and 2 in the first half. They got to start going to the line a little bit more. We've seen them the last few weekends go to the line 20-plus times. They need to start taking it to the rack how they normally do. They need to start settling down, stop settling for jump shots, take it in. And because they're known, they're going to start calling them now. As we've seen it down here, they're going to need to start calling them every now and again.
Kirksey 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Loose ball. Holt down on the floor. Gives it out to Willingham. Driving baseline will kick back out to Seals. Mavericks will reset here.
That's a nice job hustling there by Krieger.
Kirksey defended here by Taylor. Nice move and lays it in.
Cameron Kirksey with a nice pivot there. Nice job sealing off his defender to allow him to get that little scoop and score.
Lead down to 2 here. Taylor will launch from 3 and hit. Kevion Taylor. Back up by 5 as Winona State.
Holt's got the mismatch.
10 to shoot now. Kirksey driving in and lays it in over Biondo.
Holt on that possession along with Kirksey have the mismatch. Kirksey's just way too strong for Biondo. He's just overpowering him on the defensive end. And a nice job there by Kirksey to almost pick up that steal.
Possession will stay with Winona State here as Martins checks back in. Biondo will get a breather here.
The Warriors are going extremely short here. Kevion Taylor is 6'5", and he's their tallest player out there right now.
Now 10 to shoot for the Warriors. Wagner with a lot of dribbling. Blows by Kirksey. Couldn't finish. Mavericks can tie here with the 3. Or get within 1 with the 2. Holt driving. Draws the foul on Taylor.
That's Taylor's 3rd, so nice job there by Holt to take his man.
Big foul there on the Warriors, too, as it's their 16th foul. So next foul, the Mavericks will be shooting 1-1 the rest of the way. Minnesota State only has 2 team fouls. That's very, very crucial here. Mavericks can capitalize on free throws here, get back into the game with no time coming off the clock. It's very important. Holt knocks down a pair, brings Minnesota State within 1 here. 6:46 to go. And Kelby Kramer comes back in the ball game as Malik William will sit. And Eisner with the little chess match game as they put Biondo back in the ball game. And Martins will sit. Taylor gets it back to Wagner, who knocks down the 3. Wagner now with 15 points. They go inside to Holt. Holt stripped by Roosner. High pick and roll. Wagner loses it out of bounds. Wanting a foul, won't get it. Mavericks ball. Mavericks can get it back in. Back down to 1 possession here. They go inside to Kramer. The double comes, kicks it out to Kirksey. Kirksey looking to drive. Gets knocked away.
And a little too chaotic here for the Mavericks at times on the offensive end. Not staying poised, not staying control.
Roosner driving. Little move on Seals and lays it in. Now largest lead at 6 here for Winona State.
And most points of this half, the points in the paint was the story of last night's game. Mavericks absolutely dominating. Here tonight, that's not been the case. 61 of their points, 32 have come from the paint. So they're trying to steer away from that and just make sure they're going to huck up shots. Winona State, they're having a lot of success driving. And I just have a hard time seeing that why they don't go to the drive a lot more often. They're not having, I mean, they've knocked down a few more triples here in this second half, but they're just not connecting fully on the three-point shot. Get a little bit more baseline. Wagner's having a lot of success right now as he's got himself up to 15. Wagner's got to keep doing it and doing what he does best, and that's drive to the hole.
Krieger to the line for a 1-1, knocks down the first, and now he'll get checked on for blood there on the sideline. They'll just tape up Krieger there, and he should be good to go. Krieger now with 19 points, right behind Kirksey with 23. It's been 2 of the 3 seniors carrying the way for Minnesota State. Krieger knocks down them both. Lead back down to 4. Krieger now with 20. 5 minutes to go here in Mankato. Wagner driving, throws it up, doesn't get it to go. Scrappy rebound though. Rips it away from Holt. Now Biondo left wide open and hits. Winona State now has his largest lead at 7. And Biondo now at 22. His season high is 23.
And 2 straight nights back-to-back for absolute debacles in the second half for Minnesota State. They're getting outscored in this half by 15 as Cameron Kirksey just hits the N1.
Kirksey now at 25. And we'll meet a timeout. He's on the line trying to convert a 3-point play. And does. Lead back down to 4 here. 4:30 to go.
I want to see Kirksey and Krieger start taking over on the offensive end. Demand the ball. This is your last game, regular season game at home, fellas. You'll have one more on Wednesday. But if you want to come out with this victory, start taking it into your own hands.
Taylor stepping back beyond the arc, short on that 3. Mavericks can get it down to 1 possession here. Holt left wide open. Good recovery there by Whitelow. Now they swing it to Krieger. Short on the 3.
Yeah, Krieger himself's almost got a double-double. Ryland Holt, 12 and 10.
Wagner left wide open and a block. And they get a foul on Kramer. And Wagner is calling for an intentional goaltending there. And on the side of the Mavericks, very shocked they call a foul on Kramer. He's laughing it off. I mean, from up here, I thought it was a clean block.
He must have got him on the body somehow, but I didn't see it. It definitely wasn't a goaltend because he did get it before the glass, and it wasn't even in the cylinder, so there's not a chance.
Wagner hits on the first free throw. In and out on the second one. Lead to 5 for the Warriors. Kirksey sizing up Taylor. Spinning and getting the foul.
That'll be Kevion's 4th, too, because he's in some trouble with 3:18 to go.
What I'm recognizing here for the Mavericks on the defensive end, only have 3 team fouls. Mavericks can be a little aggressive here going for steals and stuff because they're trying to get back in this game, trailing here now by 4 as Kirksey hits the first.
Yeah, you got 3 to give. There's no reason why you can't be more aggressive, but within reason when you say that. Make sure you stand your ground. Make sure you still play sound fundamental defense.
Kirksey hits a pair. Now up to 28.
And he puts them, more importantly, he puts the Mavericks back within 3. 1 possession, this is huge.
Wagner driving. Kicked back out to Biondo.
Nice recovery there by Kramer.
Now the kick back out. Biondo misses and over the backboard, Mavericks ball.
Kramer, nice job there. Nice recovery at the top of the key to get Biondo. Make sure he passes out. Help side coverage. Go back out.
Under 3 minutes to go here. Can tie the game with a 3.
And most importantly, on that closeout that he had, it was very key that he didn't get in the landing space because he was very close, but he made sure he was off to the side and allowed some landing room for Biondo.
A dump down to Kramer. 10 to shoot. A skip pass over to Krieger. Krieger driving baseline will pull up. A little too strong. Offensive rebound. Holt throws it up to Kramer. And he got fouled. Little late call there as you hear the crowd react, but whistle finally blown and Kramer will head to the line.
Yeah, it was the far side referee that gave him that call too. The baseline referee thought he didn't see anything.
It's pretty obvious from every other perspective, but
yeah, Biondo, and the reason why Biondo got the call on him, it wasn't, made people say, oh, he was staying straight up, he didn't jump. That it doesn't matter. It's the fact that his hands weren't straight up, he was arched over, and he altered the shot from Kelby Kramer, and that's what caused him to go to the line for 2.
Kramer knocks down a pair of free throws, which are huge, brings the Mavericks within 1 under 2:30 to go. And as I mentioned before here, can be very aggressive on the defensive end, going for steals and such as they have 3 fouls to give. Let's see if they take advantage of it.
And this is absolute electric energy.
And they get a foul on Kirksey. As Wagner drives with the left hand, he'll head to the line. Fans here obviously don't like the call, and I don't know about that one either. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I feel like they called a couple ticky-tack fouls down on this end. Wagner misses on the first.
I love this energy right now. We don't get this type of energy.
You can see the student section behind the rim yelling at him, able to knock down the second 2-point lead here for the Warriors as we approach 2 minutes to go. What do you like to see here on this possession, Brian?
I want to find Krieger or Holt. Something inside. Don't take a three just yet.
Give it to Kirksey. Kirksey driving and lays it in. That'll work too.
Easy bucket. Easy bucket. He's got 30 tonight. And Cameron Kirksey doing everything on his day.
Tie ball game here. 1:45 to go. Wagner with a little separation with the blow by and gets the foul.
Oh, that hesitation from Wagner was lethal. Oh, I'm sorry, Cameron Kirksey, but he made you look silly. That was kind of what Carmelo did to Zion last night. Ugh. I'm sorry, Zion, but that was not a pretty good-looking defensive stance that you put up against him.
Put a veteran on rookie there, showing him what it's like to be in the NBA. Wagner can put the Warriors in front here on the line. Off on the first, and very unusual to see Wagner miss from the free throw line here in the last two possessions. Maybe the audience, the crowd has a little impact on him, but...
And Wagner coming into this one, shooting 73% from the line, and he's a senior out of Muskego, Wisconsin.
Able to hit on the second, 1-point lead for the Warriors. Mavericks can regain the lead here on this possession.
And I'm going to say this. Try to score as quick as you can, because you at least get 2 more possessions out of this, and Kirksey will do just that as he finds Kramer, but he can't handle it.
Good defensive possession there by the Warriors. We got a timeout here by Winona State.
That's a great job there by Eisner, recognizing it.
He'll use one of his 2 final.
At least the next possession if you do not score. If you score, do not use it.
25 to shoot here for Winona State. They lead it by 1.
And this is exactly what I thought they would do. They're going to try to go for that 2-for-1.
Under 10 to shoot, and under a minute to go in the game. Wagner driving on Krieger and lays it in.
What a shot from Wagner.
3-point game, only 1 possession here. And we got a timeout for the Mavericks. They'll use one of their final 2. We'll keep it here. 49.1 to go.
On the left side here is where he comes off, turns, and it's easier for him to shoot, to help whip that side around, to line it up and have him connect.
Should they try to take their time here, or should they try to go quickly?
No, I'm going quick. I don't want to waste as much time as you think.
Kick ball there on Whitelow.
Don't do it because now you have 14 seconds. If Winona State gets the rebound, it allows you to get more time. Because in college, you can't advance the ball on a timeout.
We'll see what they do here. Krieger gives it up to Corvon Seals. Krieger now looking. Wagner back the other way and lays in the bunny. Krieger is looking for a call from the bench. Corvon Seals gives it to him. Turns it over. Now the Mavericks got to go quickly, trailing by 5. Kirksey with a little pump fake. Launches a 3 off the mark, and Whitelow down with the rebound. Gives it off to Roosner, and they get a foul here on Corvon Seals.
And what a shocking way to have this end on Senior Day. A complete mind lapse.
I'm not sure what Corvon was doing there. Not 1-1 yet. The Mavericks had a foul to give him. They got to foul Taylor, and Corvon does. And now Taylor will head to the line for a 1-and-1.
Now you see fans heading towards the exit. This one's pretty much in hand, a 5-point lead for the Warriors. A chance to put this one even further out of reach.
Can make it a 3-possession game if he knocks down them both. Misses on the front end. Mavericks going to have to go quickly. They push it up to Krieger. Gives it back to Seals. He slips. Krieger launches for 3. Short. Taylor down with the rebound, and he gets fouled. 5.6 to go, and that will most likely do it.
They had opportunities to close it out. Can't quite capitalize. And a disappointing home stance and a disappointing way to end the regular season career of Cameron Kirksey and Kevin Krieger here at home. 2 heartbreaking and very disappointing losses. And it all comes in the second half.
Yeah, Kirksey laying it all on the floor. Had 29 last night, 30 tonight. And giving it his all here this last regular season weekend. And as he mentioned, 2 leads blown in the second half for the Mavericks. Yesterday, a bigger one. Tonight, only 8 points, but another loss in the loss column. Mavericks drop it 79-72 to Winona State.